Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe, designer, drip.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with their opponents. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Boston Scott, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down, Philadelphia.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Scott. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
You go back to the 2nd round of the draft, and when Jalen Hurts' name was called, a lot of Philadelphia fans weren't extremely happy about it. But when you see his ability, he can be mobile and make plays out of the pocket, but he's got a much better arm and much more accurate than what people think. Remember, he was raised by his father in the game of football. His dad was his high school coach. This kid is a true gym rat, and he's going to get better every time out.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Brushing off defenders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Jalen Mills on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5 at the Eagles' 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Conner, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
To James Conner.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run forward with Conner, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018 he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Roethlisberger, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Fletcher Cox. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left, and he's going to go down again.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence. And here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sets up to throw it. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
He was brought down by Avery Williamson. It's a gain of 3. And an Eagles first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. On the carry, this is Scott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Scott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath to Scott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go to the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to counter. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
2 yards.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Hands to James Conner.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It got his man complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Hurts. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Scott. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
No spacing. Show that bench release and go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
On the tackle.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
77. Line 36. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll run with Scott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down, Eagles.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll run with Clement. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Corey Clement, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 23, it's second and 12. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he'll score. Touchdown,
touchdown, Eagles.
Philadelphia.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
Oh, Connor loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Scott. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start. But, boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go again with Scott on first. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown. Corey Clement. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
43, Steelers 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Second and 10 at the
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Connor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Steelers 29. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Eagles.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
At the 7-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
I'm coming after you. Bring it. Spike 51. Mike 51. Back it. Here we go. Where the hell you getting there?
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. On third down, it's Scott. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
Fourth and goal at the 1-yard line.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
5-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
It's a gain of 4.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Connor, incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
6-yard line.
Here we go. Block 80. 36. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Jack 16. 36 to Mike.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.